Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 100. That's over 500 minutes of 5-minute focus episodes. Why do I write? Little moment of reflection. I write because I grew up, I was always reading. I read an awful lot. I read thousands of science fiction books and pretty much any other book that I could get my hands on. So I love getting lost in the stories, and now I get to get lost in my own stories. So whenever I had a question, when I was reading somebody else's book, well, what does this mean? What is this part of the world? What is open? What is available in this part of the world? And it was never answered. Well, now I can do that. Now I can answer those questions. And I learned that I enjoy entertaining others. That's part of my stories is once I started getting reviews and people were entertained. And one of the most touching reviews I received was one from a person in hospice. And she said, I am staying alive because I want to know what happens in your next book. And I mean, that's extremely touching. That's also entertainment. It's keeping people engaged. Like I was in other people's world, other people's mind. And that is, it may come as a burden, but it's not, because the world is there. It's in my mind. I can always dig in and look and see and explore and add some words, add the description. I like writing characters that I want to hang out with. So I describe them. They're fun. They have great jokes. Yeah, it's just me. So my jokes, I don't do dad jokes. Well, yeah, I do, but it's just me. It's like me talking to myself here right now. The characters that I want to hang out with, and what would that conversation look like? A lot of that is from my past, from my time in the Marine Corps, from my time as a business consultant, where I had conversations with people, and I get to replay those a little bit, tweak them up, and there we go. A little bit of education. In my Space Lawyer series, I always get to put in some bits of law from Black's Law Dictionary, as well as case law that has defined that. And that's kind of fun for me because I used to be a lawyer. I always say that a story is a little bit of a person's, an author's soul. Some people say, no, I just make up a story and throw it out there. And I have a hard time believing that. If you can do that, great. But it's a part of my soul. It's something that came from inside me. It came from inside my head. I put it down in words, and there it is. Now other people get to look at it. So it's a little bit of my me. It's a little bit of my soul bared before the world, and for others to read and explore those worlds, explore those thoughts, maybe embrace them, maybe have a philosophical discussion. Maybe at one point they'll buy me a beer. So buy me a beer. The business. As a self-published author, one of the things that you have to do is you have to have a product to sell. Otherwise, you're a salesman if it's not your stuff. So these are my stories. And yes, a little bit of my soul, then it becomes a product, then I put it out there for sales. So I just change hats. Hey, I've got these products, I've got these things, and I get to explore the business side of it. Here's the spend, here's the revenue, here's this. Well, how can I get better engagement from readers? How can I build a better platform and all of that? All the elements of a business without being a hawker, a person, a salesman, and one yelling, hey, buy this book. You need to buy this book. There's a better ways to go about it. And that's my goal for 2021 is how do we go about the buy my book without ever saying buy my book? Hey, look at this. I'm doing a giveaway. This is one thing I will do with every new release in 2021 is I will run a giveaway, and we'll give away paperback copies of the books, coffee cups, whatever we have the wherewithal to do. I've got a lot of great art that does not require extended license. Keep in mind, photo manipulation of art. If you don't have extended license on each of those elements, then you could be subject to a copyright violation and have some issues. So you don't want to do that. Some of my artwork is all original. That's the cool stuff that I can put on merchandise and sell whatever and do it as giveaways. So a coffee cup for for my Sword and Sorcery book is coming up, and that is great art. It's an original oil painting, so you can't miss. So a giveaway, signed paperbacks, all of that stuff, because this year is the year. It's about the reader. Back to why I write, because I want to entertain them. I want them to be happy with my books. I want them to look forward to my next release. So that's why I write. I write to entertain. I write to share a little bit of my 58 years on the planet, and hopefully we all get together sometime and have a beer on them. Okay, you guys have a great day. Episode 100. We'll start a fresh tomorrow with episode 101. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me too.